My dear fellow humans, non-humans, and everything in between, we have an upgrade box. Let's open that thing and see if it's a disappointment this time or if the upgrade box just surprises again. Isn't that great how negative I already start the box? Yay! I really have to say I do kind of enjoy the upgrade box still. Or the opening and sharing it with you. I'm still not sure if I think it's worth it, but I do have fun with it, so that's a plus. And I think I see watercolor. What a surprise. I mean, we hadn't have watercolor for quite some time now, so in the upgrade box. Let's find out if it really is or if it is ink or something. Let's give it a fair chance. Yupo paper, whatever Yupo paper is. Oh my, that feels like very smooth plastic. It feels strange, really like a thin sheet of plastic. Let's find out. I do like the stickers. That's already something I have to say. What? Oh. Ooh. Liquid watercolor in turquoise and violet. Basically two of my favorite colors. So it looks like we do something more abstract. Let me think about this for a moment. The last time we had something like this, I did cutouts. So we had a portraiture product in the end. I'm not sure what to do with this. Let's find out. First, let me try out the things, and then I look up the Scrawlerzine. No, not Scrawlerzine, Bottle Post. If it's already online. Otherwise, we have to find out. I am quite sure that I will have fun with this. But I am quite sure as well that the fun will end after I end this video. And if I would have received this box outside of a video, I'm not sure if I would even do something with it. Make out of that whatever you like. Okay. So, none of this dried yet. We can either try something like acrylic pouring with it, or what I already did. One last thing I want to see with the test piece is what happens if I take a paper towel and suck up most of it. Or maybe are you... Nope. Not absorbent at all. What if I take this? So we can already see it will take forever to dry. And I'm not sure if I'm a fan of it, because Yeah. So far the paper did suck up nothing. I still assume that this so-called paper is basically just a thin sheet of plastic. Because I can nearly reset everything. What if I... Yeah. Huh. I have to think about what we are going to do with this. And I will set a timer just to see how long this will take until it's dry. So it's 20 minutes ago that I went away. I did look at the online bottle post, and I even, which is a first for me I have to admit, watched the video by the original artist. I do think the way she does it is interesting, and she enjoys quite a lot of the way the ink flows and everything, which I can totally get behind, and I do like her finished pieces. Not exactly my medium. Anyway, let's try some different things with it. First of all, I want to play around with it a little bit by basically more or less copying her process here. But I only want to use the purple and the green to see if we might get a pastel version of Northern Lights. Then I want to try to draw a profile, and then yeah, maybe I try to draw it with the ink itself. Maybe I try it by sketching it out first, but I don't think that this the liquid watercolor will cover that up, so highly possible I will try it with this and it might look wonky. And then I want to do the final piece. I'm not sure yet what I want to do as a final piece, but I think I want to try, if the portrait works quite nicely, to do a second one, a more detailed one, which is slightly pastel, and then make a second piece where I then can cut out flowers and everything and glue them in the front. So this will be a task for roughly 2 days, because I don't see this drying very quickly. The artist Kendra Kendra Brezel, she did say that this, first of all, is plastic, and second of all, that she takes off some of the liquid again so it doesn't take forever to dry. That is what we are going to do on the pieces that will not be swatch pieces. And what I thought was highly interesting, what she said, is you can basically if you don't like it, wash it off completely, and if you like it, you should seal it. So I will put on top a bit of either acrylic matte varnish or spray varnish. I have to try that out with this one, but because it's acrylic, because it's watercolor, I guess a spray varnish would be more suitable, otherwise it might just bleed off. Anyway, we put this to the side together with our clock to see how long it will take to dry. And then we play with the other ones. As I said, the first one I want to make... that was why it was difficult. The glue seeped in here. One more for good measure. Yeah, the first one I want to make is basically trying out her techniques. Then we go and play with it. I again switch you off sound-wise. You can listen to some music and we will see us at the end when I maybe have done something nice with it. This took forever to be halfway dry, and it's still not completely dry in the parts where there is a complete, or where there was a lot of ink. Same goes for this. Basically everything that looks the is the darkest still isn't completely dry. I want to try to dry it with a hairdryer, and if that does not work, I take the risk to ruin this, because after 10 hours I stopped it and most of it was dry. This now had roughly 24 hours and still isn't completely dry. Whatever this... oh no, still sticky. Okay. I risk ruining it. Where do I have my scissors? There do I have my scissors. I would assume the not drying aspect comes from this being on plastic. So you have to be very careful with handling this afterwards. Now I know why she talked about using a spray varnish. I think we can already talk about what I liked and what I didn't like. I did enjoy this slightly different box. This, yeah, for me, new art supply. But, or, yeah, way of working with an art supply. But for a box I like to finish in one day, this not drying aspect is a little bit tricky. It was a bit messy, but I think for someone who doesn't want to review the box as quickly as possible, this would be a nice thing, because what we have here, the gradient, the way the ink worked with each other, I did enjoy. I just don't think that I guess I could say I don't really like the paper yet again. Something which I feel is a upgrade staple by now, that the paper is kind of tricky, kind of not exactly what I would have chosen. And yeah, obviously I prefer to do character art, which is difficult with something like this. Surprise, surprise. Which is more my issue that I have than a lot of other artists will have, because yeah, I prefer drawing characters, inventing characters, which is for me very difficult when it comes to abstract art. I would like to know what you think about it, and what you think about what I was able to make with it. Let me know about all of this, if you like, in the comment section down below. And we will see us in another video. Until then, bye.